Anthony Bourdain made me realize how wrong I was about masculinity. In my 21 years of life, I have never had the chance to meet anyone like Bourdain. And honestly, if it wasn't for the internet, I probably never would. But I do wish I met someone like that much sooner in my life. Because meeting someone like this earlier on would have saved me from chasing this thing that never actually existed. For most of my life, I thought masculinity was something that was earned or bought. When I was a kid, the men I saw that were admired were not thoughtful or kind. They were loud, they were jacked, they had the baddest women, they had the nicest clothes, and they drove the fanciest cars. And because of that, they were admired. As a kid, I didn't question why people were admired. I just knew that I wanted to be admired too. So consciously, not subconsciously, I consciously decided that I was going to become that. I wasn't into any of this stuff. Like, I could never get into cars. Overpriced cloth never really interested me. I just wanted what I thought those things would give me. I wanted respect. I wanted motherfuckers to look at me and say, damn, that's a man right there. But the problem is I had no idea what that actually meant. I spent years chasing what I thought would get me there. I've tried so many of these side hustles, and every new side hustle felt like it was gonna be my ticket, right? It was like the thing that was gonna get me to finally being a man. Many of these things were really short-lived, like none of them lasted, except one, trading crypto. I really thought this one was it. In my mind, it was like, if I could just make enough money, if I could just, then I'd finally be a man. But as you can probably guess, things did not go according to plan. I lost money all the time. I was in a permanent state of stress. I was literally balding, and that is not an exaggeration. Objectively, I should have been miserable, but every night I went to bed, I looked forward to seeing the new day. For a long time, that shit confused the hell out of me. Because if this thing was causing me so much pain, why did I love it so much? But if I think back now, I see it was never about crypto. It was never even about getting rich. The best part of those years I wasted wasn't the part where I was losing money. And I know this is so corny, you've probably heard this a million times, but it really was the people I met along the way. I met some of the funniest, wildest, most obsessive people I've ever known. I finally had people who wanted to waste days and chase this ridiculous dream with me. At times, I almost forgot I was actually supposed to get rich doing this thing. Who gives a fuck whether this thing was actually going to work or not? Waking up every day and wasting life with these people was good enough for me. Those friendships became the reason why I stuck with this thing. But unfortunately, that reason I had did not last forever. Everyone moved on. We all kind of decided that we were going to chase this thing that brought us together alone. One of the things that really brought us together was this idea, this image of being a man, like we all wanted that. When I lost those friendships, I slowly started to realize that maybe we all got this completely wrong. Around that time, I also discovered Anthony Bourdain. When I first started watching him, I thought I was watching because of the food and the travels. But over time, I kind of realized that the food and the travels never pulled me in. What really pulled me in was the conversations. Watching him sit with people of different cultures, genuinely listening with genuine curiosity. He always gave people the chance to be heard, even if he strongly disagreed. Bourdain wasn't someone who was actively trying to be admired, and because of that, I strongly admired him. That old idea of masculinity I had completely shattered after seeing that. See, this old idea of masculinity was completely attached to the need of being seen. Bourdain was obviously someone who was constantly watched, but to me it feels like he forgot that was the case all the time, or he just didn't care. He wasn't performing a character to cater to anyone or anything. He was just genuinely present, curious, and respectful. He was so real with himself that he didn't need permission to be. Now, I don't know if that's masculinity. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'll ever figure out what the hell that means. But I do know it's closer to what I've actually been looking for my whole life. Sometimes I do wonder how different my life would have been if I had found like this perspective way earlier on. Because right now, post Bourdain, I cannot tell you why I was trying so hard to make sure that people knew that I was a man. But I do know I don't want to spend the rest of my life trying to convince people that I'm undoubtedly a man. Whatever the hell that means.